Welcome back to Talking Faces, back with another video. This is part 2 of the Bernie Sanders video. The next thing I'm going to talk about with Bernie Sanders, I swear he's really a cantankerous old man, cantankerous old white man that you can't tell him anything. For my African American people out there, what has Bernie Sanders done to help the African American community? Nothing. Bernie Sanders came to Houston. There was a forum. It was hosted by Joy Reid. She asked him, Bernie, what's your plan for African American if you win the presidency? He didn't have one. She asked him, why should African Americans support you? He said, because I marched with Dr. King, and he got booed at that forum in Houston. He didn't have a plan for us. And this was 2019. Okay, he ran against Hillary Clinton. And he didn't have a plan then. He spoke to Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton said, what do you have for black Americans to make them want to vote for you? He said, well, they'll benefit with the rest of America that I help in the rural white areas. Didn't have anything specific for us. I saw an interview where Al Sharpton talked to him again, like months later. He still didn't have anything. He didn't get the nomination. So that brings us back till today. When Bernie Sanders first announced he was running for president, he still didn't have a black agenda. Now, you didn't have a black agenda when you were running against Hillary. You knew you were planning on running again. But when you started running again in 2019, now 2020, you just recently got a black agenda. You just recently started hiring black people. So that tells me one thing. We were an afterthought to you. You didn't care about us. The state you come from is virtually white. You weren't thinking about us. We're not a priority for you. The only reason we are somewhat a priority for you now, because you know you need us to get the nomination. So it's not genuine. So if it's not genuine, these things that you say you'll do to help my community, how do I know you'll do those things? I don't. Because remember what I told you in the first video. Bernie Sanders has big ideas, but no follow through. He never can get anything done because he does not work well with others. It is just so clear. And these little young voters that are following Bernie, you know why they're following Bernie? And they're so passionate about Bernie? It's because they want free college. Because he knew, I need to say free college, and I'll get the young people. Because all they can see is, oh, Bernie's going to wipe out my debt. Yeah, that's why they're supporting Bernie Sanders. Because they want free college. You know what else? He says, I'm going to wipe away student debt. He doesn't have a clue as to how he's going to do these things. He just throws out these big ideas. And then he knows young people can be very gullible. And he says, that's how I'm going to get them. And then I'm going to throw revolution in there. And they're going to support me. And I'm going to get them to give me their money and support me because this is what we're going to do. When all it is slogans he's throwing out there. Nothing but slogans. Look at this man's record. Look at how long this man has been in the Senate. And see what he's gotten done. And if you look at his record and you don't see the record reflects the decades that he's been in there, then why would you vote for this man for president? Why? If he couldn't get stuff done then, how can he get stuff done as a president? Because even as the president of the United States, your party has to support you. Your party has to believe in your causes and what you're doing. You have to have an active plan how you're going to pay for whatever policies you want to enact. And if you don't have that, you can't get anything done. You also have to know how to work with people. And if your motto is your way or the highway, that means you don't work well with others. That means you don't get anything done. So all these little fancy slogans that sound good in this revolution he's talking about, at the end of the day, are just words with no deeds. And these are facts, I'm telling you. Do your research. Your vote is the most important thing that you have. Do your research. Look at Bernie's record. See what he's done. Black people ask, what has Bernie done for us lately? Nothing. Think about these things before you cast your vote. That is crucial. Also, Bernie is a self-described socialist. More than 50% of Democrats don't agree with everything totally going to socialism. So that means he's not going to get the full support. So that translates to he really can't win. We need someone that can win. I'm not trying to tell you who to vote for. I just want you to think about the things that you want to happen. Think about someone that can get things done. Think about where this world is. We need to be trying to build relationships back with our allies. Do you really believe Bernie Sanders can do that? Just look at the man. Just listen at the man. Of course he can't. So why would you vote for him? Think about what I'm saying. Use your head. Think. Don't just go along with what your friends are telling you. Really think about what it is you're saying, what he's saying, what it is you really want done. Can he get it done? Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time on Talking Faces.